I thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. And first, I offer my apologies. There was a markup involving a bill directly affecting the District of Columbia that just ended, and I could not leave. I always know that if I leave when a District of Columbia matter is up, the Congress could sell the district, so I stay on duty. I did want to however, I'm not going to read my opening statement, but I'm going to summarize some of what is in my opening statement. And I want to say to you, Mr. Peck, that you will note that the chairman has proceeded, although we have not yet received all the prospectuses for the 2012 program. And I endorse the chairman's resolve. If your prospectuses aren't up here, too bad. Because what he's trying to do, and I must say we should have done a better job with this, is to make sure that the authorizers indeed have acted before the appropriators do. So I fully endorse the chairman proceeding with the 2011-2012 budgets. I do want to know that your submission involving $1.7 billion capital program, while it's modest, in keeping with the president's intention to submit only what he regards as necessary, that it does represent 16,000 private sector construction and related jobs, particularly in the absence of any jobs legislation from the present majority. We should welcome this small infrastructure contribution at a time when jobs when unemployment is still so high, and the Congress is doing absolutely nothing to respond to that. I note that H.R. 1 would totally eliminate the 2011 capital program. And I want to just say for the record what that would do. That would bring to a standstill, stop in its tracks, priority construction projects of the United States, including the consolidation of the 22 agencies of the Department of Homeland Security. This, of course, is the highest priority secured facilities program in the budget. Moreover, GSA has said to us in prior hearings that delaying the DHS headquarters and other construction related to the Department of Homeland Security would cause GSA to extend leases for short terms, which is, of course, the most costly way to lease for the federal government. In other words, we're adding to the costs of the Department of Homeland Security. If we proceeded, however, and this project is on time, what happens when the project is done is $180 million annually, then goes to the Federal Building Fund. Now, the Federal Building Fund is much depleted now, so that there is every reason that this project, which is a priority of the last administration and remains a priority of this administration, not be stopped in its tracks, but proceed apace. If you can imagine what the cost of stopping a project that is going full guns, you will have an understanding of why it would be counterproductive for us to wipe out the 2011 capital program. And I don't believe that the Senate, and certainly that the President, will allow that to happen. there's lots of negotiations that's going to have to go on before we get even close to an agreement on 2011, much less 2012. The co-location of a number of agencies on the DHS campus also avoids leasing in the highest commercial cost leasing area in the United States. So there are multiple reasons to not be penny wise and pound foolish. I want to say how much I appreciate the President's work, his proposal to create a BRAC-type commission for federal real estate. He's way out in front of the Congress in this regard, but there is great concern in this subcommittee and committee and in a number of other committees about surplus property that the federal government has not been able until now to dispose of. So his idea, it seems to me, is one that should be embraced by us all. And finally, I want to say to Mr. Peck, the delineated area in procurements remains a concern for the subcommittee. We are the lease. I'm sorry. What is the lease? Park lawn lease continues to be troubling. We expect procurements to be done by the book, carrying out congressional resolutions. Mr. Chairman, again, you have my apologies. I'm pleased that you proceeded. This is an important hearing, and you are right to go now, early, before the appropriators get down to work on this mission. I thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.